I know I haven't posted a video in a while. Been trying to really think of what to post, and it kind of hit me like I bought a new car, but it's not for like track use or anything. It's basically a car to part out essentially. And you can see in the background there's my EP3. It's just been sitting. I have a few mods to put. I have some hybrid racing transmission springs. I have some shifter bushings, but I'm all waiting for this. This is kind of on the back burner. I got other things to take care of, but right now what I'm going to work on and what I'm going to kind of unveil for you guys is I bought another car. It's for a part out, so I'll go take you right now to go check that out. So here it is, 2004/5 EP3. Pretty clean inside. OEM 5 lug, came with the OEM wheels. It's got the HFP lip. But yeah, so I'm gonna be taking apart this today, starting on it. Gonna be taking off the exhaust, anything else. So if anyone needs any parts regarding EP3 DC5, I'll link the page for where I post all these. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing today, and that's what kind of this video is gonna pertain to. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'm gonna try to edit it today. I know usually it's like my videos come out once a month, but it's just hard when you really don't have content or what you want to do, you know? So I'm just trying to keep it going. Basically what I bought this car for, as I mentioned, yeah, it's a part out, but I bought it for is just like the OEM wiring and stuff, like the dash harness, the 5 lug. So I might keep the 5 lug, and while the 5 lugs are out, I might just get ARP extended studs, or just normal length, and then put new bearings and ball joints in the hubs while it's all out. It makes sense. And do the same thing with the rears, new wheel bearings and new studs, and then swap them over on my current car. But this one was basically pretty stock, and I kind of just bought it just for some OEM replacement parts. Nothing really in here is modified or screams like, oh, I bought it for like if it had suspension or anything. It didn't really have anything worth, but it was just a steal since these are hard to find and were only made for 3 years. So that's basically the reasoning, and this guy pretty much let it go for dirt nothing. So that's that. Yeah, killer. Boom. Seat bolt. See, those are always good to have too, because sometimes when you get under your car and go check it out, some people don't have the OEM bolts in their car. They use like some random off the shelf bolts, but I kind of like having OEM ones as spares and stuff. So as you can see, just did the 2 down there, and then it's pretty dirty down here. It's kind of gross, but yeah, we're gonna get started on the back 2. You won't be able to see them that well. Not really good lighting, and they got covers, so they're right there behind this little plastic cover from factory. So like these things are like, you know, nice to have. It's like, unfortunately this one's kind of cracked, but you know what I mean, nice to have some OEM stuff. All right, so more about this car. I feel like this is a good car to talk about. You know, a lot of people always ask me like, why are you buying these cars? Why are you buying them to basically take them apart and take another EP off the road? And you know, like, you always get those questions. You get those people that say, oh wow, you're killing the community, blah 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 blah, right? I know, I'm pretty sure whoever's watching this or like has ever been in the situation I am. You bought something because it was a deal you couldn't pass up, and they are getting harder to find, whether it be like the EK chassis, the DC2 chassis. You know, you buy EM1s and part them out, or whatever your niche is. But for the EP, it's like I have one, so I do use the parts, but it's also, it kind of comes into the mindset of, in this world, it's a free market. You can spend your money on whatever you want. No one can tell you what to buy and what not to buy. And with that going saying, it's like, I always get those people of, why are you parting out? It's such a nice car, blah, blah, blah. I would have bought it. But particularly in this one, it had rod knock. So you can already, you know, you already can kind of get a mind of like how much this car was. You know, the motor's useless, it doesn't run. And it's like, I always tell them like, well, you should have bought the car then with your money. You know, it's a free market. No one said, oh, I couldn't buy the car to part it out. It's like, you know, and you always get those people. So I always laugh at those things. It's funny. They like try to defend it and say you're killing the car community, when it's like, okay, like, one, this car never came with a good engine. Two, the only good part of it is the trans. But it's like, you know, you always get those people like, oh wow, you're killing the car community, blah 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 blah, and the seat's basically ready to come out. But that's kind of like my rant is, you always get those people, and it's like, it's funny. I'm pretty sure there's people all around the world that just buy cars to part them out, but this particularly had a reason behind it. Is I have this chassis, so basically things are going to contribute to mine, whether I'm missing just weird OEM grommets or bolt covers or whatever. This looks like chow mein noodles right here. Yuck. More like dried up noodles. Like, look at that. You think someone that's complaining about me killing a car is gonna be like, oh yeah, I want to buy a car like that? Yeah, exactly. I'll vacuum it, prep it. The guy that I'm selling these parts to, he wants both seats, exhaust, and I believe the cluster. So we'll see how that goes. It's got some aftermarket pedals. Don't really. Yeah, but I guess the one thing that was kind of like eye candy for this car was the HFP lip. For those who know, it's kind of rare. I don't know if it's OEM. If anyone can tell me like how to distinguish it, you know, there's so many fakes nowadays, it's hard to tell. And I really don't know how the mounting brackets under are supposed to look. But yeah, like I said, like that's probably like the only aftermarket piece, that DC tie bars. Like, I doubt it really does anything, but yeah. The little spring ones from where the muffler meets the catback exhaust. But yeah, that's all done. And now I have to do the, I forget they're called, the little bushings. And then make sure to have some of this handy if you're ever doing exhaust stuff. PB Blaster solves all your issues. Where that flange is right here, it's very moist and kind of like oily. It really does help break down any corrosion or, you know, years of, you know, it's an exhaust, so it heat cycles. It gets hot and then it cools, hot and cold, and bolts expand and bolts contract. So basically that's kind of your best friend when it comes to anything exhaust or rusty bolts or anything like that. It's gonna be 3 17s, one right here, one up there, one on the other side. Like I said, PB Blaster's your best friend in this situation. That's it. Alright, well, now the last one is off. There you go. That's done. Again, these 3 bolts. Yep. Nice. Here's the muffler. All OEM. Like I said, this is where I'm basically going to end the video. If anyone needs anything regarding EP, I'll plug in the IG where I sell this product. Like I said, OEM 5-lug, you got OEM suspension, OEM arms. I can ship. I've done that multiple times. I've even shipped international. But again, one last look. It's an 0405, so it got the updated taillights. It's got the HFP wing. It's got a Type R wing. So far, this is like interior wise. It's got a pretty much beat up steering wheel, OEM shifter console, good rear seats, doors are good. Yeah. So if you guys need anything, just I'll plug the IG somewhere around here on the screen. Shoot it a follow. I'm trying to reach 1,000 followers on that page. Anything else? Hopefully there'll be more videos of this coming out. I kind of like this, where I kind of talk about things, ask you guys questions. If you guys want, comment below any questions you have, so I can maybe include those in the next video, so it also gives me something to talk about while I'm wrenching. It's pretty cool. But other than that, have a good day. Stay safe from the whole COVID, and get your project cars done. Get your race cars done. Put in the time. I know you don't want to do it, but when you actually install the parts you have sitting around, I'm pretty sure it's a really rewarding feeling. But yeah, all right, have a good day.